morning, beloveds. Dante is right here, which, yeah, I think you can see just the very tip of his snout there. And I came into the room, and I thought he was still in the bedroom, and so I called, "Hey, Dante, it's your snuggle time," because, he'll come snuggle with me while I do this. And he was already in here. So, yeah. Gotta love that routine. So, he may or may not get further up so that you can see him, but here we are. All right. So, we are doing a new design for living. Let's do the housekeeping. And and there he goes. Come here. Come on. Let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. The constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. That will get you one email a week, tell you what's going on for the week and the month. And the hot links are hot. So if it says click here now, it means it. It will take you right to the information of the person that can help you get it. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated. It's been a busy morning. And then, hang on. It's also a blind CC, so you won't end up on anybody else's mailing list because of us. And then I'll mention the social media merely from the standpoint we do not monetize it. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is go like, subscribe, follow, based on which platform you're on, and then engage with the individual post by reacting, commenting, sharing. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff. It's the point of social media. So it's a free and easy way that you can support the center. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark, and I am the running Rev Ryan across the social medias that I am on. So there is that. Okay. Now, a new design for living. As I have said, because we're getting really close to the end of it, this is the process of science of mind. What Ernest did was he sat down with Willis Kinnear, and they put together the what, the how, and the why. This is how you do this and why it's important. And what, basically what are we talking about? Now, I like to call this a philosophy, although in this book, he said we are a philosophy, a science, and a religion, and he defined his terms and why he believes that. But we don't tell you what to believe. We do have a statement of what we believe, but what you believe is between you and the divine. So this is everything else. This is not what you believe. But he does have premises. He's like, look, the universe is one whole system. As long as you know that, then you know you have access to the creative power. You can change your life. So we are in chapter 20. We are doing using what you know, because he spent 19 chapters telling you, and now he's going to say, okay, now you know what you're doing. Now you know. Here's how to use what you know. So the article today is three basic ideas. In the creation of a new design for living, we have found three very simple propositions. 1, we are living in a spiritual universe. The ultimate reality is God, mind, intelligence, or spirit. God is both the creator of all things and is in all things. So both eminent and transcendent. 2, there is an impersonal law of mind. This is the aspect of spiritual reality through which and by the means of which it goes forth into expression. In the mind of God, there is a thought. The thought becomes manifest or tangible in accord with law. Law is not a thing separate from God, but the way and means of God expressing. 3, God, spiritual reality, is presence and person to each of us individually. God is in the midst of us, is what we are. Infinite presence becomes personalized at the center of our being. Warm, colorful, loving, joyous. Okay, those are the three simple propositions. Yeah, they're not simple. They are earth-shattering, world-changing realizations. So let's see what he has to say from there. These three propositions add up to the escapable conclusion that God is what we are. We are of like nature of God. Or like nature to God. God is creative. God's thoughts become things in accord with law. Our consciousness is part of the one consciousness. Our thought is creative, being an expression and activity of God within us. Our thought is creative at the level of our expression of life, constructively creative to the degree we recognize its nature and determine the way to use it. See, the problem is, the problem is that we're always using it whether we know it or not. So that's where the problem is. If we are using it unknowingly, then we are creating things we don't necessarily want because we don't know that we are using it. And that is one of the reasons why in Science of Mind, consciousness, being aware that we are constantly creating, is really important. So, if things keep showing up in your life, then you can look at your life and go, okay, so where am I putting my attention that my power is going that is bringing this into my life? Now, we understand about systems. So, we are definitely not going to take the spiritual bypass and blame you for all of your problems. But what we are saying is that there is probably something that you can do about a lot of what's going on in your life. Okay? One more paragraph. The way to use thought in a beneficial and creative way has been called many different things: affirmative prayer, treatment, creative thought, positive thinking, meditation, spiritual mind treatment. But regardless of the name, there is a principle which may be used irrespective of race, place, creed, or religion. It is a universal principle that is available to each and all alike. It is the principle that will work for us and through us in the way that we believe it will work. Now, notice how he just said, in the way we believe it will work. So if you don't believe that it will work, it works by not working. So, it's one of those sneaky things. If you don't think it's going to work, it's not going to work. So, and in one of his three principles is one of those things where I can get behind in Science of Mind, we're taught to pray as if we already have it. Okay. Now that is a Jesus concept, came right from Jesus. Ernest did not make that up. And what helped me to do that, to pray in the present tense as if I already have what I'm praying for, is the idea that it already exists in the mind of God. So, so then I can say, okay, well, what I want already exists. If it is in alignment with the creative nature of, spiritual reality, it already exists in the mind of God. Therefore, I can go ahead and claim it. And then I follow the signs that get me to whatever it is that I need to do to make it manifest in my life. And I do like that he said, it's your expression of life. So whatever it is that you are doing, you are expressing life. And if you go back to that, is what's happening in my life right now how I really want to be expressing life? Well, if it's not, then what do I need to do to change that, to express life the way I want to express life? Okay? And he, Ernest uses all of the terms because he doesn't want you to get caught up in the terminology. Whatever you want to call it's fine. Whatever you want to call the divine is fine. Whatever you want to call the process is fine. Name it and claim it in words that mean something to you. And that is when we do spiritual mind treatment, we want to use words that are meaningful to us. So if I'm doing a treatment for me, then I'm going to use words that are meaningful for me. But if I'm going to do a treatment for you, then I'm going to ask you the questions to get the words that are meaningful to you. So, it is about the head and the heart. So use the words that are meaningful to you. So, all right, I do need to wrap this up. Tomorrow is 4 steps in creative thinking. Now that's a really long one. So I either need to start early or, I'd be better off starting early. So there's that. Okay. So I will endeavor to do that. Right. So now I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day. You got this day. Go dance in the rain day if you get it, but stay out of the thunderstorms day if you get those. Yeah. Weather. Drink plenty of water day, cuddle your fur babies day, look in the mirror and see the divine looking back at you day. Take care of business day. Make sure you make time to sit down and rest day. Do something just for fun day. Immediately I'm out of words day, and that is okay day. You got this day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, an absolutely beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. It's my favorite part of that sentence. And, as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godly. So, explore the truth of your being, get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. It's all the divine knows. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all is possible. All right, beloveds. As I said, moving on into the process of my day, Reverend David should be on sometime this afternoon. It's usually after 5, and that's all I can tell you, because I should be back with you. Since this one is a little bit longer, I'm going to aim for 9